3 ways to minimize COV. COV is the one thing that most HDB resale buyers hate. With the recent transactions hitting 800k, 900k and even $1 million, most of you must be thinking, siao ah, COV so high, still got people buy. Which explains the latest cooling measures where one of them specifically targets condo downgraders who are cashing out on their profits to buy that huge resale HDB unit at a price which is practically impossible for the condo unit these days. But these are the people that you are facing competition from because you might not have as much cash as these people who have downgraded from a condo. So COV is possibly something that you want to avoid at all costs. So what can you do to minimize it? Here are 3 ways to minimize COV. Keep your cash where it belongs, in your pocket. We're not going into what COV is today, so check out my previous video to understand what COV actually is. So starting with number 1, do your research. If you're buying a car, a watch, television, or mobile phone, you'll do some research on the reviews, compare the prices, right? That's the same for property hunting. Transaction prices are pretty transparent right now and you can find them on various property portals, and if you search hard enough, you will find what you need. However, there are some data that is not available, like the exact floor, the unit number for you to compare with. So cross-reference with other blocks nearby or compare with similar unit types at another cluster, taking the same room type and this balance into consideration, and it might give you a clearer idea of the price trend. Number 2, you can negotiate for a lower option fee. Say you didn't know how to negotiate for a lower price and instead accepted what is given. But unfortunately, when the valuation is out, you realize that the COV is too much. And now when you want to walk away, you realize that your $1,000 is stuck. Walking away now is pretty painful. You're forfeiting $1,000. Only if you have negotiated for a lower option fee. The seller might question your sincerity for doing a lesser option fee and not willing to issue the option for you. However, it is worth a shot because both parties are willing to make that deal. And if everything goes well, great. If not, you will not feel too much pain for walking away. Number 3, get a professional. I know many people don't see the value of engaging a real estate advisor for their HDB purchase, as you can do it yourself. I'm not saying that engaging an advisor will help you avoid COV totally. After all, it's an open market, because if the next buyer is willing to pay COV for the next unit that you want, no matter how much research you have done, you are still outbidded by your competitor. Regardless, with an advisor, you are able to mitigate that, and in the event that the COV is unavoidable, how much is too much and is that amount justifiable? Only a professional can answer this question. Would you want to save on the fees and pay COV, or would you rather get an expert opinion? Okay, now bonus tip. Like most Singaporeans, we like to do these few things. We like to complain, we like to chill, we also like to appeal. So the next thing to do is to appeal for the valuation. In most cases, appeals for anything always don't work. Just like my parking fine. But if we don't try, we don't know. So hope this video helps you understand the ways to minimize your COV and keep that cash in your pocket.